Going to make a bread and butter pudding today with a twist. Now the twist is we're not going to use bread. What we're going to use is panettone. Now that's really nice at Christmas time. You know, you might get given one or you go and buy one because you can have it toasted or with a bit of butter as it is. It's just really yummy. So I thought I would use some of the panettone to make a version of bread and butter pudding. Delish. So to make this panettone version of bread and butter pudding, I just want to quickly go through the ingredients. Now I've got my panettone there. This one weighs about 1 kilogram, but I'm only going to use about 1/4 of it. So I'm going to use 250 grams of panettone cut into little wedges, and you put them in the baking dish and, you know, have them sticking up a little bit, look pretty. 200 millilitres of double cream, 50 grams of butter, 3 large eggs, 300 millilitres of milk. I'm going to use semi-skim milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then if you want, you can use a little bit of the zest of the orange. You can always try a little bit of the panettone, see how it tastes, and add a little bit in if you want to. Now, I'm not going to add any sugar on this version of bread and butter pudding because I think the panettone is, you know, already a little bit sweet, so not going to add any. But, you know, if you're making a normal bread and butter pudding, you do tend to add things like sugar and raisins and stuff like that. But this one's all in there, so I'm not going to add any. So what I'm going to do first of all is to cut a piece of the panettone and cut it into little wedges. Now let's just move everything else back, kind of clear the decks. That's it. As I say, I'm going to use about 1/4, so let's just cut this piece out here so you can kind of see it. I'll just go around the other side and again. Straight through. So I should be able to take that piece away. I'm careful. So I'm just going to cut this into little wedges. Now I've cut the panettone up to little wedges, I'm just going to put a dish there and get a little butter and just wipe it around the inside of the dish. Now with the dish, try and make sure you use one that's about the right size. You don't want it being too big, so that you can fit the panettone in there and it can stick out a little bit. That's it. Now with the rest of the butter, I'm just going to butter the panettone. I know it's already got butter in there, but that's the thing about like a version of any bread and butter pudding. You usually butter the pieces. So we just finish off the butter and, you know, get a fair amount on each piece. Now I'm just going to go over, scrape some of it off, and then I'm going to try and turn it over and do a little bit on this side as well. So I'll just carry on doing that. And that way, on both sides, you've got a little bit of the butter. For some of these, cut them up a little bit. And you just want to kind of lay them out. That's the last bit. Just put that there. There you go. Let's move that out of the way. So now I've got the panettone all buttered up and it's in the dish, ready to go. Now I can move that aside. We're going to get ourselves a bowl and we're going to start making up this creamy sort of milky mixture that we're going to tip over the top. Got myself a bowl. Now I'm just going to crack 3 eggs. Try not to get any shell in there. Not so nice. A bit of shell. Then I've got my cream. Now I'm not going to pour the whole pot because this pot's 300 ml. I'm only using about 200 ml. And then I've got my milk. Again, I'm going to use about just over half of this. That'll do. And I might as well put a teaspoon or a capful of vanilla extract. And then if you're going to add a little bit of orange, obviously now's the time to add that orange zest. Now obviously you can try your panettone first and see how it is. I'm just going to add a little bit into mine. So I just got like a cheese grater. Now I've just got my orange zest. You don't need a lot because obviously it's, you know, it's got quite a lot of flavour. Now we're now going to just whisk this up. Obviously you could quickly do it by electric, or I think I'll do it just with my little balloon whisk today. So just get it all mixed up. Do this for a minute or two really. There you go, I think that will do it. It's got it all sort of mixed up. Next of all, I'm just going to bring me Panettone back again, and we'll see how we get on with this mix. You don't want to put overflow, but we do want plenty. So now I've poured that creamy mixture over the panettone. I've got a little bit left, but obviously if you used a dish that was slightly wider, then you would probably use it all up, but that's absolutely fine. You don't want to sort of fill it up completely. Now I'm going to get like a roasting dish, and I'm going to boil the kettle and pour some water in the roasting dish so it's boiling hot, and then I'm going to gently place this in the dish, and then we're going to put it in the oven, get it cooking. Probably want about 1 inch of water, 2.5 centimetres that is. All right, let's carefully put that in. Look at that. I mean, obviously you could put the dish in first and just gently pour the water in, but try not to get any in the panettone itself. Now, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I've got my oven on because I just want to bring it up to temperature. I'm bringing it up to a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius, 325 Fahrenheit, gas marks free. So try and put that on a little bit earlier to get it preheated. So I'm just going to put the panettone pudding in the oven. Do be careful. There you go. Now, just going to shut that up. Now I'm going to cook that, as I say, temperature wise, 160 degrees Celsius, 325 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 3. Now in terms of cooking time, I would say you want to cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. It should go really nice, sort of little bit crispy on top, golden brown definitely, and you know, it should start to set a little bit. So leave that 30, 35 minutes. So I've got a panettone pudding cooking away in the oven, and it's about another 10 minutes to go. Now what I'm going to do is go over to the hob, and I'm going to start making up a melted chocolate mix, and I'm going to swirl that and put that on top of this panettone pudding, because, you know, I didn't use any sugar, but I thought I'd use a lovely little bit of chocolate just to give it an extra twist. So we're going to melt the chocolate. Now I've got a pan there, and I've also got a bowl. Now you notice the bowl doesn't touch the bottom of the pan. That's quite important. So what we're going to do, I boiled the kettle a little while ago, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in there. You don't need very much. Going to switch the heat on, turn it down. Don't let the water sort of bubble over the top or anything like that. Now I'm just going to place the bowl there. Keep an eye on it, and like I say, if it's too much steam coming out, just turn the heat down a little bit. Now I'm going to use some chocolate, about 100 grams, and this is a fairly dark chocolate. It's about 74% cocoa, but use whatever one you want. Just kind of bashing it up in the packet really. Just, you know, make it a bit smaller. Makes it easier to melt. So let's open the packet. So I'm just going to put all that in there. Now also, I've got about 100 ml, maybe slightly less, of the double cream. So I'm just going to pour that in there. Just move that around gently until it all starts to melt together, looking delicious. Just starting to look nice. Oh, chocolate cream, can't go wrong with that. I think we're just about there. So I think I'm going to turn it off the heat now. So let's turn it off. Let's go and check on the bread and butter pudding, the panettone pudding. So I've been cooking my panettone pudding for 35 minutes. Now let's just have a look. Yeah, that is looking good, nicely set. Now let's just be careful because it is going to be hot, and we're going to put it on the table. Whoa, look at that. Looking good, nicely set, a little bit crispy on top. That is smelling beautiful. Now it's up to you, but I'm actually going to add a little bit of icing sugar. Not much, just to give it a bit of a sprinkling really. Now I'm just going to bring me chocolate mix, give it a quick mix up. Look at that, looking beautiful. Delish. Now I'm just going to put some chocolate on mine. So they get a really nice bit of chocolate when they bite into it. And there you go, you've got a beautiful panettone pudding. Now all that's left is to try some. So let's just move it out of the way and we're just going to serve some of this up. I'll keep it in view so you can kind of see it. And I'm just going to scoop a nice piece there. Oh yeah, looking good. The egg's nicely set. Oh, delish. I'll just show you that. It's still quite hot, so I won't hold it too long, but oh. I'm just going to serve that up. A little bit of vanilla ice cream. Oh yeah. And just dribble a little bit of that chocolate on the ice cream. So let's just try some of that. Oh, where should we get stuck in? I think it looks nice. Nice and soft, but set beautifully. Oh, lovely. With that bit of orange coming through. Orange and chocolate, beautiful together. And you've got the sort of raisins in there, which are really nice. Oh, this is gorgeous. I mean, if you get a nice panettone to start with, I think it'll be a winner for you. That is absolutely yummy. I'm also going to just have a bit of that ice cream with it. Get it all mixed in together. That is wonderful. Go and make it. Lovely for sort of Christmas Day or any day. Hope you enjoy my videos. See you on the next one. All the best, the original Naked Chef. And happy Christmas.